thở ra, tôi biết giây phút này thật tuyệt vời. Giây phút hiện tại, giây phút tuyệt vời.
gratitude we offer this incense throughout space and time to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May it be fragrant as earth herself, reflecting careful effort, wholehearted awareness, and the fruit of understanding slowly ripening. May we and all beings be companions of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May we awaken from forgetfulness and realize our true the one who bows and the one who is bowed to are both by nature empty. Therefore, the communication between them is inexpressibly perfect. Our practice center is the net of Indra, reflecting all Buddhas everywhere. And with my person in front of each Buddha, I go with my whole life for refuge. Offering light in the 10 directions, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, to whom we bow in gratitude. Teaching and living the way of awareness in the very midst of suffering and confusion. Shakyamuni Buddha, the fully enlightened one, to whom we bow in gratitude. Cutting through ignorance, awakening our hearts Manjushri, the Bodhisattva, great understanding, to whom we bow in gratitude. Listening deeply, serving beings in countless ways. Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, great compassion, to whom we bow in gratitude. Working mindfully, working joyfully, for the sake of all beings. Samantabhadra, the Bodhisattva of great action, to whom we bow in gratitude. Fearless and persevering through realms of suffering and darkness. Siti Garbha, the Bodhisattva, great aspiration, to whom we bow in gratitude. Mother of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and all beings, nourishing, holding, and healing all. Bodhisattva Gaya, great Mother Earth, precious jewel of the cosmos, to whom we bow in gratitude. Radiating light in all directions, source of life on earth. Mahavarochara Tathagata, great Father Son, Buddha of infinite light and life, showing the ways fearlessly and compassionately. The stream of all our ancestral teachers, to whom we bow in gratitude. to realize its true meaning. The insight that brings us to the other shore. Avalokiteshvara, practicing deeply with the insight that brings us to the other shore. Suddenly discover that all of the past skandhas are equally empty. With this realization, he overcame all ill being. Necessary Putra, his body itself is emptiness, and emptiness itself is this body. Body is not other than emptiness, and emptiness is not other than this body. Same is true of feelings, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness. And the mark of emptiness, the true nature is the nature of no birth, no death, no being, no non-being, no defilement, no purity, no increasing, no decreasing. That is why in emptiness, body, feelings, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness are not separate self-entities. Are the six sense organs, six sense objects, senses, consciousnesses, also not separate self-entities. 12 links of interdependent arising, their extinction are also not separate self-entities. The well-being of earth, insight and attainment are also not separate self-entities. Who
Yes, those who are standing out there, do you have a seat? You don't have a seat? You can grab a cushion and just bring it up here, or squeeze among our friends, just so that, because it's, you're going to be standing for a while. So grab a cushion or squeeze in between those who have a seat. Please make room for them, because that, I don't think you will last. So you want to support them be at ease, and we don't want you to be uncomfortable. Thank you, Sangha, for being your patience. On both sides, okay? So those who have seat, you can just squeeze in a little bit, make a room for all our Sangha members who come up to support our family members. Thank you.
Namo Shakyamunaye Buddhaya. Dear respected teacher, dear noble Sangha, please listen to us with compassion. We, Chan Nyat Hung, Chan Nyat Ang, Chan Nyat Lam, Chan Chang Tan Hua, Chan An Han, Chan Tuan Han, Chan Nyat Tien, Chan Nyat Sun, Brett Cook, Odette Gregoire, Brianne Meyer, Vivian Taub, Keith Williams, Ferry Fadi Erickson, Nicole Kramer, Holly Bithuyen Nguyen, Jim Fries, Ngoc Diep, Camille Martone, Cole Williams Talbot, Elizabeth Discamp, Donna Rosen, Huang Mai La, Amy Friedman, Sharon Shu Thornton, Jody Amaker, Blossom Ann Tobin, Chun Ti Fung Chen, Claudia Maria Hernandez Cardoso, Tonks Tonkovich, Pham Huyen, Alejandra Fernandez Pried Schubert, Kelly Melos, Lei Thi Tanyan, Nguyen Brown Min Chang, Nguyen Din Lan Tan, Nguyen Yu Yi, Lien Pham, Dominique Marie Keller, Tina Ray, Mayra Fernandez de Mello, Brian Wolford, and Crystal Huyen. We would like to make a formal request. Namo Shakyamunaye Buddhaya. Dear respected teacher, dear noble Sangha, we recognize that we are very fortunate. We have received a lot of merit from our blood ancestors and spiritual ancestors, and thanks to this, we have had the chance to receive and practice the 5 mindfulness trainings. The path of practice of the trainings has helped our love and understanding to grow, bringing transformation, healing, and joy to ourselves and those around us. We have understood how valuable it is on this path to have a Sangha. Without the Sangha, how could we have been able to continue this beautiful practice in our daily life? If we flow with our Sangha as a river, we know we can reach the ocean of liberation. We would like to embrace the Sangha's career as our own. In the past year, we have come together once a month to study the 14 mindfulness trainings. We have participated regularly in mindfulness days and retreats organized by our local Sangha or Plum Village. Today, with all our heart, we aspire to receive the 14 precious trainings of the Order of Interbeing. We understand clearly that following this path, we are in the company of bodhisattvas, and that every moment can be a moment of happiness. With our local Sangha's support, we humbly ask our dear spiritual ancestors and noble Sangha to accept our request and to transmit to us the 14 trainings of the Order of Interbeing.
Dear friends, on behalf of our ancestral teachers, we are happy to accept your requests. You're very fortunate to have discovered such a wonderful path and to have the opportunity to commit yourselves to it. Your most beautiful task now is to build a Sangha that can be a place of refuge for many people. This is what the Buddha did his whole life. Following this path, you continue the Buddha's career. The Buddha and all the bodhisattvas will support you.
We thank you, dear respected teacher, and dear noble Sangha, for accepting our request. We will follow your precious advice with all our heart.
Please sit down for the Sangha Karman procedure.
Sangha Karman procedure. Has the entire community assembled?
The entire community has assembled.
Is there harmony in the community?
Yes, there is harmony.
What is the reason for the community assembling today?
The community has assembled to perform the Sangha Karman of transmitting the 14 mindfulness trainings of the Order of Interbeing.
Noble community of Interbeing, please listen. Today, November 17th, 2024, has been chosen as the day to transmit the 14 mindfulness trainings of the Order of Interbeing. The community has assembled at the appointed time and is ready to transmit and receive the 14 mindfulness trainings in an atmosphere of harmony. Thus, the transmission can proceed. Such is the proposal. Is the proposal clear and complete?
Clear and complete.
Please stand up to prepare to touch the earth for gratitude.
In gratitude to our Mother and Father who have given us life, we touch the earth deeply before the three jewels in the 10 directions.
Rơi tử mang ơn cha mẹ sinh thành, cúi đầu kinh lễ tam bảo thường trú trong 10 phương.
In gratitude to our teachers who have shown us how to love, understand and live deeply the present moment, we touch the earth deeply before the three jewels in the 10 directions.
Giới tử mang ơn sư trưởng giáo huấn, cúi đầu kinh lễ tam bảo thường trú trong 10 phương.
In gratitude to our friends who guide us and support us, especially in difficult moments, we touch the earth deeply before the three jewels in the 10 directions.
Giới tử mang ơn bằng hữu và các bậc thiện tri thức đã tác thành cho, cúi đầu kinh lễ tam bảo thường trú trong 10 phương.
In gratitude to all beings in the animal, plant, and mineral world, we touch the earth deeply before the three jewels in the 10 directions.
Giới tử mang ơn mọi loài chúng sanh, cây cỏ và đất đá, cúi đầu kinh lễ tam bảo thường trú trong 10 phương.
Dear friends, please sit down on your knee and put the cushion behind there so you can touch the earth from that position. You don't have to stand up. And if it's too low, you can turn the cushion to the side and it could be higher so you're more comfortable on your knees. Dear Sangha, today we have gathered to give spiritual support to our siblings who will undertake and receive and observe the 14 mindfulness trainings of the Order of Interbeing and to enter the core community of the Order of Interbeing. Dear ordinees, please listen. Following in the steps of the Bodhisattvas as your teacher and companions on the path, you have made the aspiration to receive and observe the mindfulness trainings of the Order of Interbeing. You have given rise to the seed of bodhicitta, the mind of love. You have made the aspiration to develop this seed. Your own awakening and liberation, as well as the liberation and awakening of all other species, have now become your highest career. Dear siblings, let us establish our mindfulness by enjoying our breathing so that we may be truly present and give support to this seed of bodhicitta, this mind of love in all of our ordinees. With our support, they will develop this seed solidly and courageously so that it will become indestructible. This is a solemn moment for receiving the 14 mindfulness trainings of the Order of Interbeing. Listen carefully with a clear and concentrated mind to each mindfulness training as it is read and answer, "Yes, I do," clearly every time you see that you have the intention and capacity to receive, study, and practice the mindfulness training that has been read. Dear ordinees, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Then these are the 14 mindfulness trainings of the Order of Interbeing. The first mindfulness training, openness.
Aware of the suffering created by fanaticism and intolerance, we are determined not to be idolatrous about or bound to any doctrine, theory, or ideology, even Buddhist ones. We are committed to seeing the Buddhist teachings as guiding means that help us develop our understanding and compassion. They are not doctrines to fight, kill, or die for. We understand that fanaticism in its many forms is the result of perceiving things in a dualistic and discriminative manner. We will train ourselves to look at everything with openness and the insight of interbeing in order to transform dogmatism and violence in ourselves and in the world.
This is the first mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
Touch the The second mindfulness training, non-attachment to views.
Aware of the suffering created by attachment to views and wrong perceptions, we are determined to avoid being narrow-minded and bound to present views. We are committed to learning and practicing non-attachment to views and being open to others' experiences and insights in order to benefit from the collective wisdom. Insight is revealed through the practice of compassionate listening, deep looking, and letting go of notions rather than through the accumulation of intellectual knowledge. We are aware that the knowledge we presently possess is not changeless, absolute truth. Truth is found in life, and we will observe life within and around us in every moment, ready to learn throughout our lives.
This is the second mindfulness training of the Order of Into Being. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The third mindfulness training, freedom of thought.
Aware of the suffering brought about when we impose our views on others, we are determined not to force others, even our children, by any means whatsoever, such as authority, threat, money, propaganda, or indoctrination, to adopt our views. We are committed to respecting the right of others to be different, to choose what to believe and how to decide. We will, however, learn to help others let go of and transform narrowness through loving speech and compassionate dialogue.
This is the third mindfulness training of the Order of Into Being. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The fourth mindfulness training, taking care of suffering.
Aware that looking deeply at the nature of suffering can help us develop understanding and compassion. We are determined to come home to ourselves, to recognize, accept, embrace, and listen to our own suffering with the energy of mindfulness. We will do our best not to run away from our suffering or cover it up through consumption, but practice conscious breathing and walking to look deeply into the roots of our suffering. We know we can realize the path leading to the transformation of suffering only when we understand deeply the roots of suffering. Once we have understood our own suffering, we will be able to understand the suffering of others. We are committed to finding ways, including personal contact and using telephone, electronics, audiovisual, and other means to be with those who suffer, so we can help them transform their suffering into compassion, peace, and joy.
This is the fourth mindfulness training of the Order of Into Being. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The fifth mindfulness training, compassionate, healthy living.
Aware that true happiness is rooted in peace, solidity, freedom, and compassion, we are determined not to accumulate wealth while millions are hungry and dying, nor to take as the aim of our life fame, power, wealth, or sensual pleasure, which can bring much suffering and despair. We will practice looking deeply into how we nourish our body and mind with the 4 kinds of nutriments, namely edible foods, sense impressions, volition, and consciousness. We are committed not to gamble or to use alcohol, drugs, or any other products which bring toxins into our own and the collective body and consciousness, such as certain websites, electronic games, music, TV programs, films, magazines, books, and conversations. We will consume in a way that preserves compassion, peace, joy, and good health in our bodies and consciousness, and in the collective body and consciousness of our families, our society, and the earth.
This is the 5th mindfulness training of the Order of Into Being. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 6th mindfulness training, the 7th mindfulness training. Are we on the 6th mindfulness training? Taking care of anger.
Aware that anger blocks communication and creates suffering, we are committed to taking care of the energy of anger when it arises, recognizing and transforming the seeds of anger that lie deep in our consciousness. When anger manifests, we are determined not to do or say anything, but to practice mindful breathing or mindful walking to acknowledge, embrace, and look deeply into our anger. We know that the roots of anger are not outside of ourselves, but can be found in our wrong perceptions and lack of understanding of the suffering in ourselves and others. By contemplating impermanence, we will be able to look into the eyes with the eyes of compassion at ourselves and at those we think are the cause of our anger, and to recognize the preciousness of our relationships. We will practice right diligence in order to nourish our capacity of understanding, love, joy, and inclusiveness, gradually transforming our anger, violence, and fear, and helping others to do the same.
This is the 6th mindfulness training of the Order of Into Being. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 7th mindfulness training, dwelling happily in the present moment.
Aware that life is available only in the present moment, we are committed to training ourselves to live deeply each moment of daily life. We will try not to lose ourselves in dispersion or be carried away by regrets about the past, worries about the future, or craving, anger, or jealousy in the present. We will practice mindful breathing to be aware of what is happening in the here and the now. We are determined to learn the art of mindful living by touching the wondrous, refreshing, and healing elements that are inside and around us in all situations. In this way, we will be able to cultivate seeds of joy, peace, love, and understanding in ourselves, thus facilitating the work of transformation and healing in our consciousness. We are aware that true happiness depends primarily on our mental attitude and not on external conditions, and that we can live happily in the present moment simply by remembering that we already have more than enough conditions to be happy.
This is the 7th mindfulness training of the Order of Into Being. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 8th mindfulness training, true community and communication.
Aware that the lack of communication always brings separation and suffering, we are committed to training ourselves in the practice of compassionate listening and loving speech. Knowing that true community is rooted in inclusiveness and in the concrete practice of the harmony of views, thinking, and speech, we will practice to share our understanding and experiences with members in our community in order to arrive at a collective insight. We are determined to learn to listen deeply without judging or reacting, and refrain from uttering words that can create discord or cause the community to break. Whenever difficulties arise, we will remain in our Sangha and practice looking deeply into ourselves and others to recognize all the causes and conditions, including our own habit energies, that have brought about the difficulties. We will take responsibility for the ways we may have contributed to the conflict and keep communication open. We will not behave as a victim, but be active in finding ways to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small.
This is the 8th of the mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 9th mindfulness training, truthful and loving speech.
Aware that words can create happiness or suffering, we are committed to learning to speak truthfully, lovingly, and constructively. We will use only words that inspire joy, confidence, and hope, as well as promote reconciliation and peace in ourselves and among other people. We will speak and listen in a way that can help ourselves and others to transform suffering and see the way out of difficult situations. We are determined not to say untruthful things for the sake of personal interest or to impress people, nor to utter words that might cause division or hatred. We will protect the happiness and harmony of our Sangha by refraining from speaking about the faults of other persons in their absence, and always ask ourselves whether our perceptions are correct. We will speak only with the intention to understand and help transform the situation. We will not spread rumors, nor criticize or condemn things of which we are not sure. We will do our best to speak out about situations of injustice, even when doing so may make difficulties for us or threaten our safety.
This is the 9th mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 10th mindfulness training, protecting and nourishing the Sangha.
Aware that the essence and aim of a Sangha is the realization of understanding and compassion, we are determined not to use the Buddhist community for personal power or profit, or transform our community into a political instrument. As members of a spiritual community, we should nonetheless take a clear stand against oppression and injustice. We should strive to change the situation without taking sides in a conflict. We are committed to learning to look with the eyes of interbeing and to see ourselves and others as cells in one Sangha body. As a true cell in the Sangha body, generating mindfulness, concentration, and insight to nourish ourselves and the whole community, each of us is at the same time a cell in the Buddha body. We will actively build brotherhood, sisterhood, siblinghood, flow as a river, and practice to develop the three real powers: understanding, love, and cutting through afflictions to realize collective awakening.
This is the 10th mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 11th mindfulness training, right livelihood.
Aware that great violence and injustice have been done to our environment and society, we are committed not to live with a vocation that is harmful to humans and nature. We will do our best to select a livelihood that contributes to the well-being of all species on Earth and helps realize our ideal of understanding and compassion. Aware of economic, political, and social realities around the world, as well as our interrelationship with the ecosystem, we are determined to behave responsibly as consumers and as citizens. We will not invest in or purchase from companies that contribute to the depletion of natural resources, harm the earth, or deprive others of their chance to live.
This is the 11th mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 12th mindfulness training, reverence for life.
Aware that much suffering is caused by war and conflict, we are determined to cultivate nonviolence, compassion, and the insight of interbeing in our daily lives and promote peace education, mindful mediation, and reconciliation within families, communities, ethnic and religious groups, nations, and in the world. We are committed not to kill and not to let others kill. We will not support any act of killing in the world, in our thinking, or in our way of life. We will diligently practice deep looking with our Sangha to discover better ways to protect life, prevent war, and build peace.
This is the 12th mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 13th mindfulness training, generosity.
Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, we are committed to cultivating generosity in our way of thinking, speaking, and acting. We will practice loving kindness in working for the happiness of people, animals, plants, and minerals, and sharing our time, energy, and material resources with those who are in need. We are determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. We will respect the property of others, but will try to prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other beings.
This is the 13th mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
The 14th mindfulness training, True Love.
For lay members, aware that sexual desire is not love, and that sexual relations motivated by craving cannot dissipate the feeling of loneliness, but will create more suffering, frustration, and isolation. We are determined not to engage in sexual relations without mutual understanding, love, and a deep long-term commitment. We resolve to find spiritual support for the integrity of our relationships from family members, friends, and Sangha with whom there is support and trust. We know that to preserve the happiness of ourselves and others, we must respect the rights and commitments of ourselves and others. Recognizing the diversity of human experience, we are committed not to discriminate against any form of gender identity or sexual orientation. Seeing that body and mind are interrelated, we are committed to learning appropriate ways to take care of our sexual energy and cultivating loving kindness, compassion, joy, and inclusiveness for our own happiness and the happiness of others. We must be aware of future suffering that may be caused by sexual relations. We will treat our bodies with compassion and respect. We are determined to look deeply into the four nutriments and learn ways to preserve and channel our vital energies, sexual, breath, spirit, for the realization of our bodhisattva ideal. We will do everything in our power to protect children from sexual abuse and to protect couples and families from being broken by sexual misconduct. We will be fully aware of the responsibility of bringing new lives into the world and meditate regularly upon their future environment. For monastic members, aware that the deep aspiration of a monk or a nun can only be realized when he or she wholly leaves behind the bonds of sensual love. We are committed to practicing chastity, to helping others protect themselves. We are aware that loneliness and suffering cannot be alleviated through a sexual relationship, but through practicing loving kindness, compassion, joy, and inclusiveness. We know that a sexual relationship will destroy our monastic life, will prevent us from realizing our ideal of serving living beings and harm others. We will learn appropriate ways to take care of our sexual energy. We are determined not to suppress or mistreat our body or look upon our body as only an instrument. But we will learn to handle our body with compassion and respect. We will look deeply into the four nutriments in order to preserve and channel our vital energies sexual breath spirit, for the realization of our bodhisattva ideal.
This is the 14th mindfulness training of the Order of Interbeing. Do you make the commitment to receive, study, and practice it?
Yes, I do.
Dear siblings, you have now received the 14 mindfulness trainings of the Order of Interbeing. You have taken the first step on the path of the Bodhisattvas, the path of great understanding of Monastery that puts an end to countless wrong perceptions, prejudice, and discrimination, the path of great compassion of Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, who loves, values, and protects the life of all species and listens deeply to their cries, far and near, in order to help them. The path of the great action Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, who takes every opportunity to create love, understanding, and harmony in the world. Dear ones, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas will be with you on your path of practice. Upon hearing the sound of the bell, please stand up and touch the earth 3 more times to show your gratitude to the 3 jewels. Please sit down as a community will do close. flowers for all our new ordinees. Now we will get to the part of actually passing out all your certificate. We've never done this long, this so many. We will try. Này bài cái này xuất giá. Này xem giúp đưa nha. A certificate of ordination. This is to certify that Anthony Togood has received the 14th mindfulness training and has been ordained into the core community of the Order of Interbeing. He belongs to the 44th generation of Lamte Dhyana School and the 10th generation of the Liu Quang Dharma line. Lineage name, Steadfast Stream of the Source. Dharma name, Jang Nyak Hum. The ordination was conducted on the 17th day of November in the year 2024 at Deer Park Monastery with the spiritual support of the International Plum Village Dharma Teacher Council represented by Bhikshu Thich Jang Phak Ung and Bhikshuni Thich Nu Jang Khom, who are the 43rd generation of the Lamte and the 9th generation of the Liu Quang. Brother Nyak Hum. This one is for Jay Patel, whose lineage name is Compassionate Action of the Heart, and Dharma name Jang Nyak Ang. Brother Nathan Hansen received the trainings with the lineage name Trusting Source of Peace, and Dharma name Jang Nyak Lam. Andrew Gerge. Sorry, can't pronounce that. Lineage name, Compassionate Living of the Heart, Jang Nyak Thieng. Colin Ambrose. Lineage name, Peaceful Transformation of the Source, with the Dharma name, Jang Nyak Sung.
Sister Triệu Hồng Vân. Dharma name Chân Trăng Thanh Hòa. This is to certify that John V. Newsom with the Dharma name Chân Ân Hạnh. This is nay chứng nhận Đặng Ngọc Thảo, Chân Thuần Hạnh.
We have certified that Brett Cook received the Order of Interbeing trainings with lineage name Bodhisattva Aspiration of the Heart and Dharma name Jang Hồng Đức. Jang Hồng Đức, True Powerful Virtue. Baboosh. We're going to need you.
This is to certify that Brianne Mayer, Joyful Care of the Heart, has received the 14 mindfulness training. She now has the Dharma name Jang Hùng Châu, True Powerful Jewel.
Oh, wow, you gotta get power, huh? Ordete, we need that. Ordete Gregory. Sorry, apologize for pronunciation. You received the Bhaimash training lineage name, Determined Transformation of the Source, and your new Dharma name is Jang Hồng Tín, True Powerful Faith.
This is to certify that Vivian Tobe, who received the 14 mindfulness trainings online, with the lineage name Powerful Freedom of the Heart, has received the Dharma name Jung Hong Lak, True Powerful Happiness.
Powerful. Is certified that Keith Williams, your lineage name Compassionate Garden of the Source, and your new Dharma name is Jung Hong Lin, True Powerful Spirit. Hong Lin.
This is to certify that Nicole Kramer has received the 14 mindfulness trainings with the lineage name Nourishing Bridge of the Heart and the Dharma name Jung Hong Thiên, True Powerful Sky.
The certified Fairy Faithy Erickson with the lineage name Blossoming Happiness of the Source, and the new Dharma name is Jung Hong Kieng, True Powerful Patience. Kieng. Hong Kieng. These are wonderful qualities that we can offer this country in this present moment.
This is to certify that Nguyễn Bích Huyền has received the 14 mindfulness trainings with the Dharma lineage name Nguyên Từ Đàm, and now has the Dharma name Jung Hồng Nhuận, True Peaceful Goodness.
Nhuận. This is the further certify that Tim Freeze with the lineage name Vital Remembrance of the Heart, and the Dharma name is Jung Hồng An, True Powerful Peace. You have a relation with this hall, ocean of peace.
This is to certify that Camille Martin has received the 14 mindfulness trainings. Martin, with the lineage name Radiant Light of the Heart, and with the Dharma name Jung Hồng Khiết, True Powerful Purity.
This is the certifying Ngọc Diệp Linda Hứa with the lineage name Từ Thánh Khanh, with the Dharma name Jung Hồng Chiếu, True Powerful Brightness.
This is to certify that Cole Williams Talbot has received the 14 mindfulness training with the lineage name Rising Sun of the Heart and the Dharma name Jung Hồng An, True Powerful Essence.
Elizabeth Descamp, your lineage name Bright Remembrance of the Source, and your new Dharma name is Jung Hồng Tuệ, True Powerful Insight. And behind your certificate, our brothers and sisters have created a calligraphy that help you also to practice.
This is to certify that Amy Friedman has received the 14 mindfulness trainings, lineage name Awakened Dedication of the Heart, and Dharma name, your OI name is Jung Hồng Niệm, True Powerful Mindfulness.
Jody Amaker with the lineage name Earth Sanctuary of the Heart and the Dharma name Jung Hồng Kính, true wonderful reverence.
Shireen Shiu Thornton. Are you here?
Chắc online, phải đọc luôn. Họ đang nghe.
With the lineage name Clear Light of the Heart and Dharma name Chân Hùng Xã, True Powerful Inclusivity.
Blossom and Taubin. With the lineage name Blossoming Practice of the Heart. With the new Dharma name Jang Hùng Hiến, True Powerful Dedication. She might be on the virtual world. Congratulations.
Trần Thị Phương Trân. Lineage name Nguyên Diệu An. Dharma name Chân Hùng Quy, True Powerful Refuge.
Tonks Tonkovich. With your lineage name Gentle Path of the Heart. And your new Dharma name is Jang Hùng Hỷ, True Powerful Joy. We can hear your laughter. I can see auspicious. Please bring joy to the world.
Claudia Maria Hernandez Cardoso. Lineage name Generosa Saracion del Corazon. Dharma name Chân Hùng Tâm, True Powerful Heart.
Heart. Alejandra Fernandez Prede Schubert. With the lineage name Powerful Tenderness of the Heart. And the new Dharma name Jang Hùng Liang, True Powerful Lotus. Beautiful.
Phạm Huyền. Lineage name Tâm Từ Hương. Dharma name Chân Hùng Lượng, True Powerful Generosity.
Kelly Melos. Lineage name Healing Garden of the Heart. With the Dharma name Jang Hùng Hòa, True Powerful Harmony.
Nguyễn Đinh Lan Thanh. Pháp danh Nguyên Thanh Nhàn. Pháp tự Dharma name Chân Hùng Khiêm, True Powerful Humility.
Liên Phạm. Pháp danh Tâm Từ Nguyệt. Pháp từ Jang Hùng Thuần, True Powerful Genuineness. Jang Hùng Thuần.
Nguyễn Như Ý. Pháp danh Quảng Hảo. Pháp tự Chân Hùng Nguyện, True Powerful Vow.
Nguyễn Brown Minh Trang. Lineage name Tâm Thương Yêu. Dharma name Jang Hùng Hạnh, True Powerful Action.
Dominique Marie Keller. Lineage name Steady Vision of the Heart. Dharma name Chân Hùng Bi, true, powerful compassion.
Tina Ray, lineage name Liberating Flame of the Source, with a new Dharma name Chân Hùng Mai, true, powerful cloud. That's beautiful. Free as a white cloud.
Myra Fernandez de Melo, lineage name Serenidade Engajada de Corachao. Dharma name Chân Hùng Địa, true, powerful earth.
Krista Huyn. Your pháp danh is Nguyên An Thuần. Pháp từ Chân Hùng Khai, true, powerful openness.
Brian Wolford, lineage name Mindful Exploration of the Heart. Dharma name Chân Hùng Lâm, true, powerful forest. Dana Rosen, lineage name Insightful Perseverance of the Heart. Dharma name Chân Hùng Hóa, true, powerful transformation. Hoàng Mai Lo, lineage name Tâm Hương Sơn. Dharma name Chân Hùng Xuân, true, powerful spring.
Congratulations, everyone. Please use your name and develop those qualities for where we're at now. Some of the image Thai uses, one of them is a warrior. And every time people take the 5 mindfulness training, and now the 14, you have to see yourself as a warrior, a Dharma warrior. Because there's a lot of stuff out there, and we need to resist, and we have to help people. This is the origin of these 14 training. It's not to be just comfortable. Do what you need to do to heal and transform, and then make a sangha so it can be a refuge for others. This is Thai's deepest wish. It is the most noble thing you can do with your life. So please help us, help Thai, and help all our ancestors, especially in these upcoming, generation. There's a lot of things changing really fast. So we need to have more community of resistance. So please feel this energy of support from all our ancestors and from the monastic. So let's sing a song to celebrate your commitment to be fierce, courageous warriors, Dharma warriors, okay? Happiness.
Dear beloved community, Sister Boingim would like me to make an announcement that the name of your ordination family is White Cloud Poppy. So you're all White Cloud Poppies. Enjoy your names.
So dear friends, I hope you are not hungry. It's only one. So right after this, we will, I think lunch is possibly ready by now. We'll take a group pictures of all the new ordinees. So if you are the new recipient of the 14 mindfulness training, we'll take a quick picture. And then with the monastics and all the OI members, new OI members, and then later with all the OI members. We would like to invite all of the OI family members to have lunch together in this hall, and for the rest of our friends who are here for the day to have lunch in the dining hall. So this is just an intimate lunch for the new OI members with some monastics representative.
Does it make sense? Do you have lunch together, or should we just have picnic lunch? Yes? I think the Sangha probably want picnic lunch, or else we will have to wait everyone again to arrive down. So please sit together, okay? Find you up there in the dining hall, so please don't need to come down here. Yeah, so we'll have picnic lunch. Yeah, thank you.
Schedule changed again. You do not know how many times the schedule has changed.
Well, actually, you know, no, I know. Do you want to gather down here? I'm just seeing would you like to gather down here? Yes? Okay, those who like to come down here, trên ai ngồi với họ.
Mấy thầy lớn mà. So if you would like to gather down here, you're more than welcome to sit here. The meditation hall team has asked that right when we get ready to take the picture, if we can help clear the cushions at the mats to the back, and we'll gather in the front to take pictures. And for for our friends who received the mindfulness trainings online, somehow your certificates will be mailed to you. This is almost like the college diploma where you graduate and they mail it to you a couple months later, but we have this right here. Thank you so much.